Hello and welcome. In this short, sweet meditation, we're going to be using box breathing. It's a really wonderful way to just very quickly bring focus internally and shut out the outside world for just a few minutes. Hello, let's get started with our box breathing meditation. If you're sitting in a chair, make sure that you're sitting towards the front half of the chair so that you can sit upright. Don't be leaning backwards and slouching. You want to have a nice tall spine so that you can take a full deep breath while we're doing this. If you're sitting on the floor, you can go ahead and pause the video if you need to. Go grab a cushion, a bolster, something firm that you can sit on. And I'm going to ask you to lift your hips up so that your hips are higher than your knees. I'll just be using a yoga bolster here. So by lifting hips up higher than knees, if you're sitting on the floor, it allows more space in your hips, and it also helps you to sit up straight. So sit on the front half. Nice tall spine, no slouching. And we're going to start with box breathing. Take a peek at this diagram and notice how this is going to work. We will be inhaling for a count of 4 and then pausing at the top of our inhale, holding that breath in our lungs for the same count, and then exhaling for a count of 4 and pausing at the bottom of the exhale with the air pressed out of our lungs. And then we'll just keep repeating that cycle. I will count you through 2 cycles of this, and then I will go quiet. And during that time, go ahead and continue that box breath. You might need to change how many counts. Maybe you only count for 3 seconds each, or maybe you want to extend it to 5 seconds each. Once I go silent for about 3 minutes, you decide what count works best for you. And one last note before we start, if holding the bottom of that, holding and pausing with no air in your lungs at the bottom of your exhale is uncomfortable for you, simply just skip that part. So inhale, pause, exhale, and then go straight into the next inhale. It's up to you. Sometimes that hold at the bottom can be uncomfortable, so you decide what works best for you. Sitting up nice and tall. Try to make sure that your shoulders are right over your hips. If it's comfortable for you, close your eyes and just take a moment and just breathe at your normal rate. Don't try to change anything. Don't try to make any adjustments. Just take a moment here and connect with your breath. Think about what that feels like. Think about what parts of your torso you can feel moving as you breathe in and out. Maybe ribs, collarbones, even your belly expanding and contracting with each breath. And with each breath, just try to bring your focus inward. And we'll start the box breath now. So I will count through 2 cycles of this using a count of 4. And then when I'm done, make any adjustments that you need to do for whatever feels best for you, making the count shorter or longer, or just not pausing at the bottom if that's uncomfortable. And we will hold that for about 3 minutes in silence before we come out of it. So wherever you're at in your breath, go ahead and press all of the air out of your lungs. And then inhale for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1, pause, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause, 4, 3, 2, 1, inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue on now at whatever rate feels good for you. If you need to stop for a moment and take a few just regular breaths and then come back to that box breath, that's fine. Do what works best for you. And we'll come back together again in 2 to 3 minutes. And as you're ready, keeping your eyes closed, if you have them closed, dip your chin. Come back to a normal breath. Stop counting. Just come back to that normal breath that we did at the beginning, whatever feels natural and normal for you. And your head is bowed down. And then keeping your eyes closed, bring your palms together at heart center. Just rub your palms together for a moment here. And then either place your palms over your heart or bring them onto your lap again. And then very slowly flutter your eyes open and notice the color of the mat or the floor underneath you before you bring your gaze back up. So I love box breathing because the combination of focusing on breath and the counting really helps me center and focus very quickly. And I can just, the counting, I think, and the rhythm of that really helps me to find that place in my mind where I can just kind of come to stillness. So I hope that helped you too. The wonderful thing about this breathing technique is that it's very portable. You can do this anywhere. If you find yourself stressed during the day, try it for 60 seconds and see how that feels. If you get into a comfortable position where you can sit for longer, you can do this for 10 minutes if you feel like it. I hope you enjoyed it. I would love any comments. So please let me know if I can help with anything else, or if you have any comments on box breath and how that works for you, how it feels. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.